Oh, ow, ow, oh, Pete, get it now!
When I was 5 years old, my teacher took away my iPad, and so I stapled her ballsack to the ceiling fan and set it to max speed. However, for some reason, a lot of people on TikTok seem to have similar stories that are sometimes even worse than mine.
My classmate beat me in Uno, so I cut off his balls, blended it, and made him drink it. Yeah, this is definitely my...
Whoa, okay, your classmate just beat you in Uno, but it's just a game, it's not even an online game, it's a physical card game. Jesus Christ, how bad are your anger management issues? You cut off his ball sack so we can never have kids ever again, but then you also blend it into a smoothie and you force him to drink it like it's like a protein shake. You basically make him drink a smoothie of his own homemade special sauce, straight from the source.
Yeah, this is definitely my most reasonable mild crash out. This wasn't a game, it was a battlefield. Final card, 1 draw 2, and then, boom, he hits with me with a +4. The rest of my class laughed and cheered like he just cured world hunger. Me? I wasn't clapping nor cheering, I was plotting. Step 1, cut off his balls. How did I do this, you may ask? Simple, I knew a buddy, but don't be confused. This isn't the same buddy as my other video. Step 2, after I cut off his balls, I needed to blend it now. Since this was happening during the night, I couldn't use the blender as that would wake him up, so I had to manually blend his balls.
What? You manually did it? So not even with an actual machine, you just slice and diced it with a knife. You just got 2 knives and you just went crazy with it. But at least it was detached from the guy at this point. Like at least you weren't blending it while it was still attached to his body.
Step 3, drinky drink time. When he got to school, I told him I got a drink for him as a prize for beating me in Uno. But little did he know he was drinking his own balls. After he had finished, I showed him a picture of what I had done. He looked at me, then my phone, then the cup. All he could do was stare in fear shock.
But then, wouldn't he know that his balls are missing? Like, if my balls were cut off, I think I would be able to tell that they were missing. And so how did this guy not realize that his balls were missing and turned into a smoothie and he just drank it? Like, wouldn't he, be wondering where his balls went? Like, his balls just went missing. He woke up one morning and his balls were missing.
The cherry on top? I gave him a +4 card, just so he would remember this moment for the rest of his life. Now every time he hears Uno, he just freezes in fear. So yeah, he won Uno. But I took his balls anyways. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We're almost at 1,000 followers.
Bro, do not support this guy. We do not condone this sort of behavior. We do not condone chopping off someone's balls if you lose in Uno. It's just a game. Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to get like a 100% win rate in Uno out of all games. Uno? Like, not even like CSGO or Fortnite. Uno? I feel like maybe I'd understand if you lost in like League of Legends or something and you did this, but bro, it's Uno. It's an Italian card game. How are you getting this mad over an Italian card game?
My brother spread rumors that I am gay, so I turned him into a femboy and
made 5 guys smash him.
Now you better...
Whoa. Okay, so I guess you're now spreading the rumor that he is gay. But calm down, bro. Like, just Jesus Christ. Like, maybe you are gay. Maybe you are sort of like exploring your sort of like preferences and all that stuff. It's okay. It's honestly okay.
Now you better hear me out, or you may be next. I was pissed off when my brother started spreading rumors that I was gay. He thought it was funny, but it made my life hell at school and with friends. I couldn't let him get away with it, so I started thinking about how to get back at him. He was always acting tough, but I knew he had a weak spot. I decided to turn the tables and make him regret messing with me. First, I came up with a plan to turn him into a femboy. I grabbed some of my sister's clothes, skirts, makeup, and heels, and forced him to put them on.
How? Okay, let's hear your explanation.
He tried to fight me, but I was stronger and held him down.
Okay.
I made him wear a wig and painted his nails, turning him into this girly version of himself. He looked ridiculous and begged me to stop. But I wasn't done yet. Once he was dressed up, I called up some guys I knew from the neighborhood. They were rough types who didn't care about rules, and I told them about my brother and what he did to me. I offered them a deal. They'd get to have their way with him if they helped me teach him a lesson. In no time, I lined up 5 of them, all ready to go. The first guy stepped in, smirking as he saw my brother all dolled up. He pushed him onto the bed and started smashing him hard.
Whoa.
My brother screamed and tried to get away, but we held him there. It was rough, and I watched to make sure it happened just like I...
Bro, okay, you actually gotta chill. You just stood there watching? You're not even gonna help your brother? You're making these 5 guys brutally diddle your femboy brother?
The guy didn't hold back, smashing him over and over until he was exhausted. After the first one finished, the second guy took his turn. He was even rougher, grabbing my brother by the hair and smashing him without mercy. I could hear the cries, but it felt like justice for all the lies he spread. My brother was sweating and pleading, but nobody listened. It was clear he was breaking down. Then the third guy jumped in, wasting no time. He smashed him even harder than the others, making the whole room shake. I My brother was
How can somebody smash someone so hard that the whole room starts shaking? How violent were the back shots? And keep in mind, this is all because your brother spread a rumor about you. It's like, it may not have been like, you know, proven to be true anyways. It was just a rumor. Like, it's not like, like everyone in the school believed it.
My brother was barely fighting back anymore, just lying there in defeat. I stood by, feeling a twisted sense of satisfaction as I saw him get what he deserved. The fourth guy was next, and he went at it with a vengeance. He smashed him relentlessly, not giving him a break. My brother's voice was hoarse from yelling, and his makeup was smeared all over his face. It was messy and intense, and I made sure it kept going. Finally, the fifth guy finished things off. He smashed him one last time, pushing him to his limits. By the end, my brother was a wreck, curled up and sobbing. I let the guys leave, and I just stared at him, knowing he'd never spread rumors about me again. It was over, and I felt like I'd won. That's your sign to never spread rumors about me.
Okay, I think we've all learned our lesson. So this is the important moral of the story. Never spread rumors about anyone just in case they are like some sort of sicko psychopath and turn you into a femboy and get 5 big brolic dudes to smash you, brutally smash you.
My brother smashed my controller, so I smashed his sister. Sounds insane.
Whoa, wait. Your brother, and then you're gonna smash your brother's sister. Isn't that your sister? I said, what did your sister do in this situation? Your innocent sister just gets smashed out of nowhere because of something your brother did? Her brother? Your brother? So you're just using this as an excuse to smash your sister.
Sounds insane, but let me explain. We were playing late at night, and I was one win away from finally hitting my record. Out of nowhere, he grabbed my controller, slammed it on the ground, and laughed while the pieces scattered everywhere. I yelled, but he just said, maybe now you'll stop being a loser gamer.
What?
Even his friends in the party chat laughed at me. That was the exact moment I decided he had to pay. For weeks, I acted like it didn't bother me. I even let him borrow my games, use my headset, all while planning something much bigger. And I knew exactly how to get to him, through the one person he loved more than anything, his sister.
Okay, and what do you mean he, like, so wait, what is going on here? So are you saying that he also smashes his sister and you also smashed your sister, so you're both smashing the same person?
Slowly, I started hanging out at their place more often, helping her with homework, making her laugh, being the nice guy. My brother never suspected a thing. One thing led to another, and soon, I was in her room instead of his. The twist? The next morning, I walked downstairs just as my brother came home early. He saw me leaving her room, his sister still half asleep behind me. Our eyes locked. He asked, "What the hell are you doing here?" I just smiled, held up the broken pieces of my old controller, and whispered, "I found a better way to play." Then I walked out, leaving him to figure out the mess upstairs.
Wait, but isn't your brother your brother? And so, isn't that your house? Like, what do you mean you went over to their place? It's literally your own brother. So you snuck into your own house in the middle of the night somehow. I wonder how you managed to sneak into your own house. And then you brutally smashed your sister, which happened to be his sister as well. So I'm pretty sure what is happening here is that you've just used this as an excuse to smash your own sister. Your sister had nothing to do with this at all.
He fed me peanuts, knowing I was allergic. So I sewed his nuts to his forehead.
Whoa.
In high...
Whoa. Okay, how can I even reach? I don't even think I can do that. I'm not flexible for that to happen. Unless your ballsack is like super saggy, then like you can stretch it up without even having to bend over.
In high school, I was the quiet kid. Stayed out of trouble, minded my own business. But that never stopped Marcus, your textbook meat-headed bully, from making me his personal entertainment. Marcus thought life was a joke, and worse, he thought allergies weren't real. Every day it was something. Stolen lunches, tripped in the hallways, dumb pranks that weren't funny to anyone except him. But nothing came close to what happened that day. See, I'm deathly allergic to peanuts. Everyone knew it. Teachers, students, even cafeteria workers. I always carried my EpiPen. Because one mistake, and it was game over.
I mean, to be fair, like, allergies, like, especially, like, you know, anaphylaxis is, like, pretty serious. Like, that is definitely life-threatening. You should never, you know, mess around with that sort of stuff. Because I think one of my friends is, like, anaphylactic to seafood. And so, like, we take it pretty seriously. Because if he, you know, eats seafood accidentally, then he could actually die.
Marcus, he saw it as an opportunity. The day started normal, until after third period. I left class for a few minutes, and that was all it took. Marcus stole my EpiPen from my bag. Then during lunch, he swapped my usual jam sandwich for a peanut butter and jelly. I took one bite. My throat closed up, my chest locked, my vision blurred. I collapsed right there on the cafeteria floor, gasping, choking, while everyone panicked. Next thing I remember, I woke up in a hospital bed. 1 year later, a coma.
Wait, 1 year later? 1 year, a 1 year coma? What? Bro, that would be so annoying. Like, and you don't even remember anything. You've just lost a whole year of your life. And like, if you're young, then that's like a pretty large percentage of your life.
I had been gone for a whole year. The school said it was an accident. My mother blamed herself, thinking she mixed up the lunches. Nobody had answers. Everyone moved on, except me. When I returned, Marcus was different. Gone was the cocky smirk. He smiled at me, helped carry my books, treated me like a friend. But I knew the truth. He wasn't sorry because he cared. He was sorry because he got away with it. So I smiled back, because I had a plan. My father owned a private hospital, newly built, barely operational. No patients, no cameras, no questions. I asked my dad to let me...
What sort of hospital is that then? That is not a private hospital. That is some sort of illegal underground bunker where illegal surgeries are taking place. I'm pretty sure if like abortion is illegal in your state, I'm pretty sure, you know, like that's what happens. Maybe these like, you know, private hospitals will perform the abortions for you, like underground, you know?
I asked my dad to let me and some friends have a sleepover there. He agreed. That night, I invited Marcus along with a few mutual friends. Everyone thought it was just a hangout, until my dad left. Then, the fun began. Marcus woke up strapped to a surgical table, surrounded by a team of the finest, unlicensed, underqualified specialists I could find. By morning, Marcus had a new look. Let's just say, his ego wasn't the only thing attached to his head anymore.
That's a cracker. His ego wasn't the only thing attached to his head anymore, because let me guess, his ballsack was now attached to his head.
My friends, shocked. The school, speechless. Me, finally, at peace.
Well, I mean, honestly, serves him right for, like, you know, like, removing the EpiPen as well, because if he hadn't have removed the EpiPen, then maybe you wouldn't have, you know, fallen into that 1-year coma. Like, if you just stabbed yourself with the EpiPen in the thigh, then maybe you would have, like, you know, like, come out of that fine, like, back before the coma. But does that really excuse taping someone's ballsack to their forehead? Honestly, I mean, that, like, what Marcus did is it's pretty bad. Like, that is pretty bad. And so maybe in GTA, maybe it would be okay just to, you know, surgically sew his forehead to his ballsack.
My sister cheated on me with my brother, so I hooked up with their mom. It was
What? Your sister cheated on you with your brother? Wait, why are you dating your sister in the first place?
It was supposed to be a regular weekend, but everything changed when I found out my sister, Jenna, had been cheating on me with my brother, Alex. I couldn't believe it. The betrayal cut deep, and I felt like my whole world was crashing down. After confronting them, I stormed out, my mind racing with anger and hurt. I needed to do something to distract myself from the mess they had made of my life. That's when I remembered Jenna's mom, Karen. She was always kind to me and had a way of making me feel better whenever I needed it.
Yeah, because she is your own mom. Your sister's mom is your own mom. So you're gonna be cheating on your sister with your mom?
I decided to pay her a visit. When I knocked on the door, she answered with a warm smile. "Hey, sweetie, what brings you here?" she asked, sensing my distress. I forced a smile and tried to play it cool. "Just wanted to talk. Can I come in?" She nodded and led me to the living room. We sat down, and I poured my heart out about the betrayal. Karen listened intently, her expression shifting from concern to something more intense. "I'm so sorry you're going through this," she said softly.
What? So she's just fine with it? Your mom is okay with you dating your own sister? Is this... what country is this? I don't think this is any country apart from, like, America, Alabama.
She said softly, reaching out to touch my arm. I felt a spark at her touch, and before I knew it, I leaned in closer. The tension in the room shifted, and suddenly, we were kissing. It felt wrong and right all at once. I had never thought of her that way, but in that moment, it felt liberating to break free from the pain Jenna had caused me. We ended up in her bedroom, and the chemistry was undeniable. I couldn't believe I was hooking up with Jenna's mom, but it felt like the ultimate act of reclaiming my power.
Bro, I mean, the reason why you can't believe you're hooking up with Jenna's mom is because you can't believe you're hooking up with your own mom.
Afterward, as we lay together, I felt a newfound sense of confidence. I had turned the tables on the situation and reminded myself that I wouldn't let anyone else dictate how I felt about myself. Later, I received a text from Jenna, apologizing and asking to talk. I smirked as I typed back, not interested. I had moved on, and this time, I was the one in control. Sometimes, you have to make bold choices to find your happiness again, and I had just done that.
I mean, is that really a bold choice? I feel like that is potentially an illegal choice. Isn't it illegal to do, like, the frickety with your own family? But why would you ever date your sister in the first place? Like, this should never have been a story. If you weren't dating your sister in the first place, then she wouldn't have ever cheated on you.
He killed my dog, so I skinned his balls and nailed them to the ceiling.
Whoa.
See?
Okay. I mean, yeah, killing a dog is pretty bad. I mean, okay. So your friend's just gonna be hanging from the ceiling by his ballsack, like just nailed. Like instead of being nailed to a cross, his ballsack is just gonna be nailed to the ceiling. Okay, that would be an interesting ornament to sort of walk into the house and see.
See, Rex wasn't just a dog. He was family. He was the only one who made the silence feel less empty. When I came home tired, Rex was there. When I was broken, Rex sat by me. He didn't need words. He just understood. And Mike took that away, poisoned him, left him twitching, choking in the dirt. I found Rex's body cold, stiff, his eyes still open like he was asking why. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I got quiet. Quiet is dangerous.
Bro, quiet is dangerous. If my eyes turn red, run. Bro, shut the hell up. You are not the quiet kid. You are like some sort of wannabe quiet kid.
Quiet means I'm already planning. Mike thought he was safe. He strutted around town with that smug grin, laughing like nothing could touch him. Rich parents, lawyers on speed dial. He thought the world would always protect him. He was wrong. I found him alone. No friends, no backup, just him and me. And I made him pay. The blade cut deep. His screams turned into whimpers, then into silence. And when it was over, I nailed his manhood to the ceiling above 3 hungry bulldogs.
Oh, okay, so now I get it. So he's not hanging from the ceiling from his ball sack. I think you've removed his ball sack and just nailed it to the ceiling, just as like a decoration, like the hanging dingling, and it's just gonna, I don't know, like piss out pee. Like it's sort of like a shower head, but it's like taped to the ceiling. Actually, you know what you could do? You can modify your shower head so that you could, stretch his dingling around it so that like the water comes through his dingling instead of through the shower head. That would be an insane shower.
They jumped for it like it was Black Friday at Walmart. Mike's eyes wide, begging, gagging. And me? I just leaned back and said, "Dinner's served." But revenge doesn't stop with one body. He had a brother, Jacob.
What?
Jacob was the golden boy. Quarterback, homecoming king, the kind of high school jock who thought the sun rose just to see his reflection. He'd spent years tormenting me, shoving me in lockers, laughing when I bled, making sure I never forgot I was beneath him. So I started over. I stalked him, watched his routines, his gym sessions, his mirror selfies, his late-night drives. He thought he was slick, sneaking off with cheerleaders, flexing at gas stations like a rejected TikTok thirst trap. I knew him better than he knew himself. I knew when he'd be alone. I knew when he'd be weakest. Weeks turned into months, and then I struck. Boom. 2 shots to the head. Clean, precise.
Bro, his brother Jacob, what did he do to you? Okay, so to be fair, he did bully you, but at the same time, he didn't do anything in this specific situation with the dog. He didn't kill your dog. He was just like a bully. Like, he just let him be. Like, I'm sure he'll grow out of it. But instead, you shoot him in the head?
No hesitation, no speech. Just the echo of the gun and the thud of his body hitting pavement. And just like that, Mike lost more than his pride. He lost his brother. He lost his future. He lost the chance to ever have kids. They took Rex. I took their bloodline. Now the town whispers. Some say I'm a monster. Some say I'm a ghost. I don't care what they think. Because every time I close my eyes, I still see Rex wagging his tail, waiting by the door. And every time they close theirs, all they see is me. Moral of the story? Don't mess with someone's dog, or you'll find out just how creative grief can get.
I mean, I feel like we already learned that moral of the story after John Wick. Like, when the guy kills John's dog, like, John just goes complete crazy sicko mode and just kills everyone. But in this situation, okay, so your friend killed your dog and so you tape his ball sack to the ceiling. Maybe that's valid. But you also go and kill his brother for no reason? I mean, I feel like that's a little bit too far. His brother didn't have anything to do with killing your dog. And so honestly, you should have just left it after the first thing. Just tape your friend's balls to the ceiling and then that's it. Leave it at that.
My brother told my mom about my search history, so I turned him into a femboy and removed his virginity.
Whoa!
Look, don't come for me until you...
Whoa. That is not like what you should do. How is that your first thought? It's just a search history, bro. It's literally just like text. You could just say it's an AI generated image.
Look, don't come for me until you've heard the full story. My little brother Liam decided to be a hero. Went through my phone, found my search history. You know, the usual stuff. Anime, memes, some specific art like femboys, furries, and other stuff.
Okay, I mean that's valid. There's nothing wrong with that. We are very inclusive in this community.
Instead of being a bro, he printed it, highlighted it, gave our mom a full PowerPoint presentation at dinner.
What?
I was grounded for a month. Mom looked at me like I'd drowned a puppy. I didn't scream, I didn't fight him. That's what he wanted. I got creative. Liam's a gym bro. All he cares about are his gains and his loser football friends. His biggest fear? Being perceived as soft. Or cute. So I became his personal stylist. Against his will. Phase 1. I swapped his manly body wash for my lavender and honey scrub. Within a week, his teammates were asking why he smelled like a bath and Body Works. The confusion on his face was priceless. Phase 2. Laundry warfare. I started mixing my clothes with his. A lace trim from my fishnets tangled in his jeans. A revealing top snuck into his load. His gray sweats came out smelling like vanilla and shimmering under the lights. The masterpiece was the school charity event. I bought 24 rainbow bracelets, paid his best friend $20 to tell everyone Liam had a crush on some goth boy by the bleachers and was changing his vibe to impress him. Overnight, the narrative shifted. Liam wasn't just a jock. He was the sensitive king. His friends thought it was hilarious. They dared him to wear a choker. bought him a skirt as a joke. And the thing is, he didn't hate it. The attention was an addiction. He started asking me for advice. How to walk in platforms, how to do eyeliner. His search history quickly became way worse than mine.
Wait, so you fully converted him into a femboy and he's going along with it. You know what, like, this is not bad. Like, maybe he's discovering new things about himself. You know what, maybe he enjoys it. So maybe it's not as bad as it initially seemed.
He started a TikTok, Pretty Boy Liam. But I wasn't done. I introduced him to my friend Alex. Alex is persuasive. They started talking, hanging out. Then one night, I heard things from his room. Let's just say Alex fully educated him. Clapped his cheeks. Now Liam doesn't just dress the part, he lives it. Full time. He never apologized for snitching. He probably doesn't even remember. These days he's too busy picking out fishnets and living his best life.
I mean, so, yeah, you know what? Maybe he's grateful. Maybe he's grateful that you turned him into a femboy. Maybe he was just waiting for this moment his entire life. So you know what? This is actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. I thought at the start you were the one who, you know, took his virginity, but instead it was someone else. You know what? This is actually a pretty calm story. It's a happy ending, I think.